Uh,
Yes, sir.
no, no, while people are joining in, I just wanted to interact with people who are here, right? So maybe a quick question on what do
Uh,
you want to learn on today's session? Maybe if the faculty members can just chime, or
Yes,
probably
yes.
yeah,
just to
sir.
make that, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let me
Anyone have any
introduce.
question? So I want to ask any questions to the participants. So if anyone have any question, then please go.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, right? So first is that how are all the sessions going on? And
Yeah.
basically
Uh,
you're learning on generative AI where you are.
okay. So I just want to say something. Matlab welcome, like welcome speech.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Welcome all. As we gather here today, we mark the culmination of a remarkable journey, a faculty development program on generative AI mastery, from foundations to application. It has been an enriching experience exploring the vast and fascinating dimensions of generative AI, learning from industry experts and academia, and engaging in thoughtful discussions and hands on sessions. In the past 5 days, we developed into the theoretical foundations, neural networks, GANs, VAES, and transform models, along with their practical applications in text and image generation. These sessions have equipped us with invaluable insights, preparing us to embrace and apply this transformative technology in our academic and professional endeavors. Today, on this final day, we are privileged to have with us once again Mr. an eminent speaker who has already delivered an insightful session earlier in this program. Anay Pathak is a global business director at Dell Technologies, specializing in alliances and WWGSI partnerships for data protection and cyber resilience, recognized as Influencer of the Year in 2021 and 2022. He excels in fostering innovation through impactful conversations with partners. Anay is also dedicated to bridging the gap between industry and academia, ensuring future leaders and equipped with relevant skills. In this session, he will guide us through a critical and thought provoking topic like ethical considerations in generative AI. As we explore the cutting edge advancements in this field, it is equally vital to pause and reflect on the ethical responsibilities that come with such power. Mr. Pathak will shed light on issues such as fairness, bias, data privacy, intellectual property, and the broader societal impact of generative AI. These considerations are essential for fostering responsible innovation and ensuring that this technology benefits humanity. I encourage all the participants to actively engage in this session, as it is not only enhances our understanding but also helps us shape a responsible and ethical approach to AI development and deployment. So, welcome to Anay sir, Mr. Anay, and please start your session, sir.
Just to be sure, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I started my session, right? And I think you've gone through a lot of concepts in last, let's say, a week, right? So first is, what are your thought process when it comes to ethical considerations of generative AI? I want to set the context on this session before I start presenting something, right? So any thoughts from the professors on how do they see generative AI? You would have learned all the use cases, I'm pretty sure. But then also, when it comes to ethical consideration or guardrails around it, do you like to share something? As you would know me from the last session, I would keep it interactive. So you still have to give me right or wrong answer. That is perfectly fine. Anything from you? And First of all, I made this session a little earlier, so thank you for accommodating that. But without hearing your thoughts, I would not.
सर इसके ऊपर एक पेडल लगाना होगा क्या?
Any thoughts around ethical consideration? Do you see it
Yeah,
it can
hi,
go wrong,
hi,
right?
Anil sir.
Whatever. Hanji sir, please.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the ethical consideration, like we just ensure about the privacy of the data, or we can say that we have just focusing on intellectual property right of the content
Mhm.
generated by the generative AI, or the images is basically generated by Gen. So that kind of ethical consideration we have to be like considered to doing anything.
Okay. So yeah. So I think you said one thing, which is ethical consideration or maintaining the trademark and copyright. So valid point. Any other thoughts which you would like to share? Anything related to education industry? Okay. So as professors, what is the need to take care of bias in training data, else it will be trained. Very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I agree. So thank you for bringing that bias point as well. So as the faculty members, what do you think is the most intellectual property for the college?
Basically, I think it is patent, maybe.
Okay. Sanjeev ji, good question. So patent, which is done, but anything else which is more intellectual for the college? And then I will come to what can happen if things go wrong, right? So as college professors, and you work with students as well, and this is happening maybe across the world, right? That people are trying to not only use Gen AI for good, but also looking at how we can tweak it or do some changes. So as Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, what do you think is the most important intellectual property you have?
Uniqueness of institution, maybe it is not confirmed, but the uniqueness of institutions, it is defined of the particular college. So,
Okay.
like suppose, for example, I am a faculty of Ramjimali Chadda Viswas Girls College.
Mhm.
So, in that, the अगर हम इसमें कहें तो एक है कि उसमें जो उसकी यूनिकनेस है
बिल्कुल ठीक
कि
है।
वहाँ पे जितने माने जो भी फैकल्टीज मेंबर है
ओके।
वो फैकल्टी मेंबर्स के कम से मतलब जो चाहे वो रिसर्च कर रहे हैं या कोई भी चीज कर रहे हैं तो उनकी
जी।
रिसर्चनेस जो कि है वो ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि वैलिडेशन के साथ उसका क्या है कि एक पर्टिकुलर अगर कहा जाए तो उसकी वैलिडेशन के साथ उसकी मतलब एक इम्प्लीमेंटेशन
वेरीफाइड होना चाहिए
वे
हर
में
चीज
हो
जिंदगी में आप देखते हैं ना, वेरीफाइड टिक, इज इट वेरीफाइड और नॉट, करेक्ट? सो बिल्कुल
yes
सही
yes
आपने बोला। कोई और
Yes, the second answer is creativity in students by the Mitrakshi Patil ma'am.
क्रिएटिविटी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट। थैंक यू मैम, बिकॉज मैं चैट देख नहीं पा रहा हूँ प्रेजेंटर मोड में, सो
कोई
थैंक यू।
बात नहीं सर,
एनीथिंग
मैं
एनीथिंग
आपको
एल्स
बता
जो
दूं।
आपको लगता है कि इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट? पेटेंट, क्रिएटिविटी, वेरिफिकेशन और वेरीफाइड इंफॉर्मेशन।
Yes, validation, creativity, these all the
तो
things are
अभी देखिए,
important.
अभी के लिए क्या है ना, जब हम एथिकल कंसिडरेशन करते हैं, एंड टू ऑल द कॉलेज प्रोफेसर्स एंड स्टूडेंट, आप लोग की मोस्ट इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी है आपकी पब्लिक फेसिंग वेबसाइट। तो कि आपकी पब्लिक फेसिंग वेबसाइट पे आप सब चीजें पब्लिक को एक्सपोज करते हो। अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम आप अपना आईपी, लीगल डेटा, ट्रेडमार्क्स, और इफ यू टॉक अबाउट जो रिसर्च आप कर रहे हो वो आप पब्लिक पे नहीं डालते हो, मे बी उसका जिस समरी डालते हो। लेकिन अगर पब्लिक फेसिंग वेबसाइट आपकी कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो जाती है, व्हेन आई से कॉम्प्रोमाइज, उस पे एक जेन एआई हेडर आ जाता है जो आपकी पब्लिक फेसिंग इमेज को चेंज कर सकता है, डिस्टॉर्ट कर सकता है, देन देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम। So Gen AI, probably when you look at all your public facing image or persona, if it gets distorted, let's say वहां पे किसी कंट्री का फ्लैग आ जाता है, या फिर वहां पे एक मैसेज आ जाता है कि We have stopped taking any admissions going forward. कुछ भी ऐसा आने से आपके IP या intellectual property, which is you as a college goes into public, वहां पे problem है, because वहां पे now you are talking about the distorted image. आप लोग agree करते हो इससे? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Right? Because in the end हम आपके वेबसाइट पे कुछ चेंजेस कर सकते हैं in case वो protected नहीं है, in case the guardrails around security is not taken, is not there. इसीलिए हमने data protection security भी I think मैम ने introduction में बोला था, ये बहुत important है because आपके लिए वो protect करना बहुत important है. मैंने just to create a summary, आपने generative AI का पूरा वीक पढ़ा, बट एक 2 मिनट की वीडियो डाली थी just to go through that summary. अगर वो वीडियो मे बी रन करती है तो इट्स ओके, कभी कभी ऑनलाइन में it has issues, but let me know अगर आपको आवाज आ रही है and you are able to hear the video. Yes, no, maybe.
No, sir.
नहीं, ओके, एक मिनट रुकिए, अभी बताइएगा, just 1 second.
What exactly
आप
is
आ रही है?
generative
Yes, sir.
ठीक है,
AI?
Yeah, it is audible, sir.
ओके.
When new content is created by artificial intelligence, it's called generative AI. This could involve generating texts and images, as well as videos, music, or voices. To do this, you describe in a chat dialog box what you want the AI to create. This description is called a prompt. The generative AI tools provide answers to all sorts of questions, summarize complex information, and generate diverse ideas quickly. Depending on how they're used, they can create short stories, paintings, pieces of code, or even musical compositions. The foundation for this creation lies in large amounts of data that the AI system accesses to identify patterns and similarities. The content produced by the AI is new. It's often impressive and challenging to distinguish from things humans have made. Generative AI can also be misused. In so-called deepfakes, AI is utilized to produce images or videos that seem real. AI-generated texts are also tough to recognize as machine-made. Moreover, the AI can provide answers that sound correct but are actually incorrect. This is called hallucinating. The quality of what's created depends on both the quality of the data used and the quality of the prompts given. To effectively utilize generative AI, we need to learn how to guide the tools with meaningful prompts and use them thoughtfully. Generative AI
सर वॉइस नहीं आ रही है. Sir, I am audible? Hello? Sir, your voice is not audible.
Am I still
Hello?
audible? आपको आवाज
हाँ,
मेरी आ रही है?
your voice is audible. Yeah,
and
now
can help
audible.
us in many ways, such as serving as a writing or learning partner. However, the AI should do the hard work, and humans should be responsible for the facts.
So बीच में I think for a second the voice went away, but I hope you are able to hear me now.
Yes, sir. Now it
Shivani
is
ma'am,
audible.
just
Yes, sir.
confirming.
Now it is audible.
Or anyone, I hope you're, because मैं chat देख नहीं पा रहा हूँ, so just confirm if I'm audible. Yes, no, maybe.
Sir, you are audible now. I am audible to you? Hello? Hello,
Hello.
no, sir, I am audible?
Now audible? Yes, okay, ठीक है, ठीक है. So I see
Okay.
some yes now at 12:09.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay, awesome. So, do you find this video as a good summary of what generative AI is? I know you would have learned it over the week process, but in summary, this is what generative AI is, right? And this video, I think, is embedded in the presentation, so you would see it whenever you want to see it. But we talk about creating text images, but we also talk about making sure that this is a valid information. This is not deepfake, as we all say. So we have covered this part of it, but now moving to today's topic, which is why ethics matter, right? So first of all, we all have to understand that ethical use or creating guardrails is one of the most important aspects of generative AI, because in the end, it will impact an individual or the society, as I said, or the college or an education system, healthcare system, because if we are not using it with the guardrails, then it can lead to potential issues. I will have, let's say, 6 or 7 examples to talk about. अगर आपने मेरा last session किया होगा, तो I always believe in live example, because आपको जो याद रहता है वो live real use cases याद रह जाते हैं. बाकी चीजें दिमाग से चली जाती है because of so many things which we do, right? So I will talk about कुछ ऐसे examples जहाँ पे Gen AI went wrong, and also making sure that we learn from those examples and what are our key takeaways, right? Now, there is a lot of potential for misuse, because in the end it is technology, right? And technology has to be governed with the guardrails. And if you don't adopt the right kind of security measures, from cyber security to protecting your data, which is data protection, then it matters a lot, because in the end, there's a lot of potential for misusing it if people would like to do that. And then if we have to develop trust in AI technologies, this is really important that we are using it ethically going forward, right? So core principles kya hai when I talk about AI ethics, and we will go into more principles later, but I think it is transparency. So there should be transparency of data while GenAI is trying to generate content, but transparency makes sure that this data is authentic, not non-authentic, deepfake hai, and also source of data kya hai, right? If that can be validated, as someone said in the beginning, verified. Fairness, accountability. How can I hold GenAI accountable, right? So that is another thing which people are looking at. And last is privacy, right? So privacy is the private intellectual property, a trademark which a college is holding when it comes to privacy, right? आप लोगों के again experience में and the way you have learned so far, and in general also, आप जो world में Gen AI या AI को देखते हैं, कोई ऐसा एग्जाम्पल जहां पे आपने देखा हो कि Gen AI has not gone the way you would like to see it? कोई ऐसा एग्जाम्पल जहां पे आप एथिकल यूज केस को हाईलाइट करना चाहें जो आपने देखा हो in your journey so far? And obviously Gen AI is also pretty new, right? So कोई एग्जाम्पल आपके दिमाग में है before I go with my example? Anyone? Again, interactive रखने से मुझे भी लगता है कि I am talking to someone on the other side, right? So if someone can share any
Anyone have any
example,
answer
any professor,
regarding the
right?
questions?
Fake pics of
The
celebrities.
fake
Thank
pics
you,
of
Madhurima.
celebrities.
I think
Yeah.
absolutely yes. Anything else आप लोग बताना चाहो जो आपने देखा है कि Gen AI use हुआ है but not in the right way, the way we wanted it to be? Any further thoughts? I wish हम इसको in person कर रहे होते तो I can point out on persons, but अगर आप
The
लोग,
fake
because आप
videos.
लोग इतना ज़्यादा connected हो, right, in the world, right, and probably in education system, and also in the global arena, right? आप लोग news देखते होगे, probably media, entertainment, whatever you use, right? I'm pretty sure आपने देखा होगा कि यार ये सही नहीं है. This is something which is not what we expect out of Gen AI. So again, last call. Anyone else who would like to talk about it, or at least share the thoughts?
वेबसाइट
कि
काफी बार हेलो मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
payment system, fraud detection in payment system. Okay.
सर
So
वेबसाइट
fraud in payment system is not an ethical use, I would say. And fraud detection हमें करना है, कैसे करना है, and that's absolutely correct. संजीव जी, any thoughts? I think आपने unmute किया है.
हाँ सर, एक्चुअली क्या है कि हम देखते हैं कि वेबसाइट्स पे काफी बार हम जो वेब पेजेस
लुक्स
देखते हैं
लाइक
तो
मुझे
उसमें
आवाज नहीं आ रही, जस्ट एक सेकंड ना। कैन यू से इट नाउ संजीव जी? नाउ या
हाँ सर, मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
हाँ, अब आ रही है, अब आ रही है, यस
सर हम लोग अक्सर देखते हैं कि वेबसाइट्स
जी
जो हमारे इंस्टीट्यूशन या कहीं की भी वेबसाइट्स हो, इसमें
जी
कॉपीराइट बनाने के उसके जो भी है टूल्स हैं
जी
उसको यूज करके हम एक पायरेटेड टाइप वेबसाइट बनाते हैं। जैसे कि अगर मैं एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दूं तो मैं एक सरकारी नौकरी .com एक वेबसाइट है,
हम्म
और वो एक्चुअली क्या है कि पूरा मतलब जो बनाया हुआ है, जिस पर्सन ने बनाया है उस वेबसाइट को, वो जो जो करेक्ट है, मतलब जो ओरिजिनल है, उसकी बहुत सारे पायरेटेड बन चुके हैं आज। बट ओनली द डिफरेंसेस ऑफ दैट द जब हम वेबसाइट पे जो यूआरएल है उसमें एक छोटा सा डिफरेंस करके वो नया बना देते हैं और सेम टू सेम वो कॉपी करके वहाँ पे
बिल्कुल ठीक है।
डाल
तो
देते हैं।
पायरेटेड वेबसाइट पता नहीं चलता क्या ओरिजिनल है क्या फेक है। मैं अपना ओटीपी बैंक की वेबसाइट पे डाल रहा हूँ या फिर फेक वेबसाइट पे डाल रहा हूँ, नहीं पता चल रहा है, राइट?
यस यस
So
यस
that is a bigger problem कि यार आपको लगता है look and feel everything is same, but then there is a problem, right? Let me tell you one more example. आपको पता है कि आप अपनी डेली लाइफ में जब भी कस्टमर केयर से बात करते हो या फिर ऑनलाइन स्विगी जोमेटो वटेवर सपोर्ट केस रेस करते हो, आर यू टॉकिंग टू अ ह्यूमन और अ रोबोट ऑन द अदर साइड? क्या आपको पता है?
हम टेंस रोबोटिक होता है।
ओके ओके।
जैसे कि अभी रिसेंटली अगर आप देखेंगे कि जैसे मैं जियो कस्टमर केयर पे जब बात करता हूँ तो वो अपना एक कोर्स देते हैं कि आपको क्या चाहिए।
हाँ
हाँ, वो जब हम अपना जो भी पॉइंट मतलब बेसिकली अगर मेरे को मैं एक लंबा सेंटेंस
Your voice is babbling, Sandeep sir.
ओके, नाउ इट इज ओके।
हाँ आ रही संजीव जी, आई कैन हियर यू।
समटाइम्स ऐसा रहता है कि सर ये मोस्ट क्या है कि आज हम लोग रोबोटिक्स का यूज ज्यादा कर रहे हैं। जैसे कि मैं एग्जांपल के तौर पे देता हूँ, आईसीआईसीआई बैंक का ही ले रहा हूँ।
जी
वहाँ पे जब हम आईसीआईसीआई बैंक को जब हम कॉल करते हैं या कस्टमर को कॉल करते हैं तो वो अगर हम एक लंबी सेंटेंस बोल रहे हैं तो उस चीज को वो पॉइंट आउट नहीं कर पाता है। बट हम एक शॉर्टेस्ट सेंटेंस मतलब एक सिंगल वर्ड्स को डिनोट करते हैं तो वो फट से वो पकड़ लेता है और उसके हिसाब से वो
संजीव सर, हेलो
हाँ जी।
संजीव सर, योर वॉइस इज इको।
मुझे आ रही है संजीव सर की वॉइस।
ओके फाइन।
ठीक है, आई कैन हियर हिम, या प्लीज गो अहेड।
तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है कि बेसिकली का जो रोबोटिक वाला सिस्टम है वो पूरी सेंटेंस को रीड नहीं कर पा रहा है वहाँ पे। बट जब हम ह्यूमन सेंटेंस की बात करते हैं तो ह्यूमन क्या है, हमारी पूरी चीज समझ ले रहा है और उसके हिसाब से आपको आंसर दे रहा है। तो आज के समय में मैं जितना मैं जानता हूँ, मैं मतलब जितना मैं उसको देख रहा हूँ तो मोस्टली इंस्टीट्यूशन क्या है कि क्या कर रही है कि रोबोटिक्स को ज्यादा प्रिपेयर कर रही है ह्यूमन सेंटेंस के बिहाफ पे।
बिकॉज यार जनरेटिव एआई का सबसे अच्छा यूज केस है चैटबॉट। बिकॉज चैटबॉट क्या करता है, वॉइस टू टेक्स्ट, टेक्स्ट टू वॉइस कर सकता है, एंड आपका लेवल 1 लेवल 2 की आंसरिंग भी कर सकता है। लेकिन हियर इज एन रियल टाइम एग्जांपल। एक एयरलाइंस है कहीं पे, लेट्स से कनाडा में, जिनका एक चैटबॉट है। उस चैटबॉट से मैं हमेशा टिकट बुक करता हूँ। सो मैं जनरली जाता हूँ, मैं बोलता हूँ मुझे पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी जाना है, उस टिकट का एक प्राइस आता है। आपको पता है कि डायनेमिक फेयर चलता है टिकटिंग सिस्टम में, तो मैं डायनेमिक फेयर के हिसाब से अपनी सीट को सेलेक्ट करता हूँ। नेक्स्ट वो मुझे ऑप्शन देता है पेमेंट का, मैं पेमेंट करता हूँ, मेरे पास टिकट आ जाता है। नाउ हियर इज अ रियल टाइम सिनेरियो जो हुआ है। आप कैनेडियन एयरलाइंस बाद में सर्च करना, अभी नहीं, सेशन के बाद, कि व्हाट हैपेंड, देयर इज अ लीगल केस व्हिच हैपेंड। हुआ क्या कि एज अ यूजर मैं चैटबॉट पे गया, मैंने बोला मुझे पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी जाना है, एंड उसने मुझे 25A सीट दी थी। नाउ अब क्या मैं चैटबॉट से बात कर रहा हूं ये मुझे पता है। सो नाउ आई एम ट्राइंग टू यूज द अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ जनरेटिव एआई which is more towards the emotional content of generative AI, which is more towards conversational content of generative AI। वहां पे मैं बोलता हूँ आप मुझे प्लेन में सबसे पीछे की सीट दे रहे हो, एंड देयर इज लेट्स से वॉशरूम बिहाइंड माय सीट। इस सीट का आप मेरे से इतना पैसा कैसे ले सकते हो? दैट्स आई डोंट एग्री एज अ कस्टमर। चैटबॉट बिकम्स एम्पैथेटिक, एंड चैटबॉट बोलता है आई एग्री, लेट मी सी व्हाट आई कैन डू बेस्ट फॉर यू, एंड उसके बाद वो एक और प्राइस कम करके आपको शो करता है। फिर आप अगेन बोलते हो कि नहीं बट ये तो मेरी मिडिल सीट है, आप मुझे मिडिल सीट 25B दे दो, एंड उसके बाद भी अगर आप कुछ और कंसिडर कर सकते हो, बिकॉज मिडिल सीट में आई विल नॉट बी कंफर्टेबल एंड सो ऑन, राइट। सो आप कन्वर्सेशनली चैटबॉट के साथ बातें कर रहे हो। इन द एंड चैटबॉट जो $200 की टिकट है वो आपको $25 में देता है, सेइंग कि ठीक है मैंने आपकी बात मानी, मैं आपको ये टिकट $25 में दे रहा हूँ। कस्टमर वो टिकट $25 की बुक करता है और वो उसको रिपीटेटिवली इस तरह से वो बुक करता रहता है। एक समय पे जब एयरलाइन को पता चलता है कि ये हो रहा है, मेरी वेबसाइट से $200 की टिकट $25 पे जा रही है, वो यूजर पे केस करती है, जिस यूजर ने ये टिकट बुक की थी। बट यूजर बोलता है मेरी क्या गलती है इसमें, एज अ यूजर आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग टू योर सिस्टम एंड इट इज योर सिस्टम गिविंग मी टिकट्स, राइट। सो ये आप केस होता है आपके चैटबॉट पे। चैटबॉट कोई इंसान तो है नहीं, मतलब वो केस होता है आपकी कंपनी पे। आपके हिसाब से ये लीगल केस किसके अगेंस्ट होना चाहिए? इज इट विद द चैटबॉट एंड द कंपनी और इज इट विद द यूजर, आपके हिसाब से इसमें कौन फॉल्टी है इस पूरे प्रोसेस में? कंपनी, आशीष जी ने बोला। एनीवन एल्स? अगर आप मुझे सुन रहे होंगे तो आई थिंक माधुरी मैम कंपनी, ओके। एनीवन एल्स? So the answer is company, right? Because as a user, Sunita ma'am, thank you. As a user, what I have done is I have tried to manipulate your chatbot. So now इंटरमीडिएटर कोई है ही नहीं कामिनी मैम। सो इंटरमीडिएटर मतलब चैटबॉट कंपनी ने बनाया है और उसको मार्केट में टिकट जनरेशन के लिए यूज किया है। सो एज लॉन्ग एज वो चैटबॉट टिकट इशू करता है, मतलब कंपनी टिकट इशू कर रही है, राइट। नाउ एज अ यूजर अगर मैं उस चैटबॉट से बात कर रहा हूँ या चीजों को चेंज कर रहा हूँ, then as a user I can do that always, right? You have to protect your data. Now सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है कि चैटबॉट की हिस्ट्री नहीं थी, लीगल ने जब हिस्ट्री मांगी तो देयर वाज नो बैकअप फॉर द हिस्ट्री। दैट इज वेयर वी सी, राइट, कि बैकअप लेना बहुत जरूरी है। आपका ऑडिट ट्रेल होना चाहिए, कुछ भी नहीं था कंपनी के पास। सो ऑडिट ट्रेल में वो ये भी नहीं बता पा रहे कि कितने दिन से वो चैटबॉट $25 में टिकट दे रहा है फॉर अ $200 टिकट, राइट। सो ऑल ऑफ दिस आर योर फूड फॉर थॉट। ये सब चीजें हो रही हैं लीगल केस में। नाउ प्रॉब्लम इज first to find out who is at fault. Now, if it company is at fault, company's chatbot is at fault. But again, it is owned by the company. So company has to make sure कि आपने चैटबॉट तो बना दिया, बट उस चैटबॉट से जो भी आंसर जाएगा वो आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है एज अ कंपनी, एंड इट इज नॉट द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द यूजर हु इज ट्राइंग टू मेक इट। सडनली अगर आप कॉलेज वेबसाइट पे एक चैटबॉट को लगाते हो फॉर एडमिशन प्रोसेस, और अगर वो चैटबॉट उस एडमिशन प्रोसेस में कुछ क्राइटेरियाज के बेसिस पे सिलेक्शन करता है, and if that selection is wrong, it is the college's responsibility and not the student's responsibility, because as a student I can always talk to the college, which is the chatbot, and I can give the answer the way I would like to give it. Now you have to own that answer as a company, as chatbot, and this is where data protection, audit trail, security, everything is very very important in Gen AI's era. I hope it makes sense. ये एग्जाम्पल आपको सही डायरेक्शन में ले जा रहा होगा। रेज ऑफ हैंड इफ इट इज एंड अगर आपको ये इस तरह के एग्जाम्पल से हेल्प होती है तो। बट आई थिंक going on to some of the other examples, right, and how we see it. So first of all, we have seen a lot of deepfake or deepfake recently in US regarding a drone sighting got duped with fake images. हाँ बिल्कुल ठीक से। I mean this is exactly what we will talk about in some of these examples, right? But I want to give this chatbot example because you have to be very sure that owner is always the company who is producing that chatbot. So a deepfake of Belgian Prime Minister Sophie Williams was created. आप लोग इसको सर्च कर सकते हो। Falsely linking COVID-19 to climate changes, ठीक है? And the video was produced by environmental activists to spark debate, but was later misused for misinformation. यहाँ पे हमने डीप लर्निंग मॉडल को यूज करते हुए एग्जिस्टिंग फुटेज को यूज किया, लिप सिंकिंग, वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन को यूज किया, एंड जेन एआई साइड। The viewers were unable to discern the authenticity because पता नहीं चल रहा है यार प्राइम मिनिस्टर बोल रहे हैं या कोई और बोल रहा है, right? And authentic communication from public figures are also taken very serious. यार it is coming from a public figure. But what is the takeaway is deepfake detection is very very important and should be part of all awareness, right? So एज अ ह्यूमन हम सबको पता होना चाहिए कि डीप फेक इज एग्जिस्ट एंड हाउ टू प्रोबेबली यूज टेक्नोलॉजी टू डिटेक्ट इट, एंड देन there should be policies which should target the misuse of deepfake, because otherwise it can cause a lot of harm, right? So this was one example around image. I think किसी ने chat पे भी डाला, right? The other is there was a Tay chatbot created by Microsoft. So Microsoft का एक AI chatbot था Tay, उसने Twitter conversation पे learn करता था. However, users exploited its training mechanism by feeding certain offensive inputs, which it then began to repeat. प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि यार ओवरसाइट कहाँ पे हुई, क्योंकि लैक ऑफ सेफ गार्ड टू प्रिवेंट, मतलब कोई गार्ड ड्रिल्स नहीं थे, कोई प्रिंसिपल्स नहीं थे, मॉनिटरिंग मैकेनिज्म नहीं था. चैटबॉट बनाया, ट्विटर से लर्न करता था, रिस्पॉन्स करता था. Now the chatbot started prompting hate speeches. अगेन कंपनी की रेपुटेशन खराब हो रही है, बिकॉज माइक्रोसॉफ्ट से वो चैटबॉट से वो मैसेजेस जा रहे हैं. नो वन केयर्स वो ह्यूमन कर रहा है या चैटबॉट कर रहा है. And it also raised concern about deploying untested AI in public domain. That is what I was emphasizing on. So takeaways हमारे हैं कि AI model should go on rigorous testing. आपको जितना टेस्ट करना है before it goes to public, because it can hamper your image a lot, company's image a lot, institutions' image a lot. And then you have to have moderating and filtering system, which is part of conversational AI, so that you are able to filter out some words which should not go into public from your website, from your Twitter channel, from your LinkedIn channel, and so on, right? So this is something which has happened, and we also have to look at all three sides of it. One, कि technically क्या गड़बड़ हुआ. Third, उसके consequences क्या हुए और क्या हो सकते थे, and then how we can avoid it as we progress forward. ये काफी कॉमन है, एंड ये काफी ज्यादा हर इलेक्शन में भी यूज होता है, राइट? सो 2022 Brazilian election, generative AI was used to create fake images and news articles. For example, a widely shared fake article depicting a candidate engaging in illegal activities. Now, this basically harms the image of a political person standing for the election, right? So, क्या हुआ? Amplified political polarization हो गया, because आप polarize हो जाओगे कि यार why will I vote for a candidate who is engaging in illegal activity? But is that news verified? Is that process of creating that fake image verified? The answer is no, right? Voters को नहीं पता, right? They were not able to segregate the facts from fiction, and leading to voter behavior. And if this happens, let's say 1 week before the voting began, you know कौन जीतने वाला है, because you are able to modulate, you are able to create a lot of misinformation which you probably will feel कि सही है. तो challenges क्या हुए कि रैपिड डिसमिनेशन हो गया सोशल मीडिया में. प्लेटफॉर्म स्ट्रगल्ड कि यार ये इतना ज्यादा AI जनरेटेड इमेज एट स्केल कैसे क्रिएट होगी, राइट? बट नाउ आवर टेक अवे इज as professors, as technologists, is to use AI tools used for generating content and need traceability, कि ऑथेंटिसिटी हम कर पाए. बिकॉज अगर ऑथेंटिसिटी नहीं होगी, then whatever we generate sounds true. If I generate an image of all of you on the call, probably sounds true, because मैं बोलूंगा कि संजीव कुमार जी या फिर नितिन जी या फिर कोई भी जो इस कॉल पे है, ये ऐसे ही दिखते हैं, because in general I'm trying to create a image, right? In general. So partnership between technology companies and regulators are essential. So we still have to make sure technology is the right partner with the companies and regulators to make sure misuse ना हो पाए चीजों का, right? So any thoughts, any question? All good so far? Yes, no, maybe. Mic check, sound check.
Yes, sir. All things.
All thing ठीक है. Is it going in the right direction? क्या आपको ये useful है? क्या आपको इन चीजों से एक ethical uses का idea मिल रहा है? Are we going in the right direction?
Yeah.
So now अभी GitHub का नाम सुना है आप लोगों ने? As coders बहुत यूज होता है GitHub, but probably anyone else GitHub का नाम सुना है आपने? Yes, okay, very good, right?
Yes,
So,
everything.
I think GitHub जब आप यूज करते हो, right? So what happened is GitHub की code vulnerabilities में GenAI का यूज हुआ था, where GitHub Copilot suggested insecure code practices such as using outdated hashing algorithm, MD5 जैसे. These suggestions stemmed from the model training data which included publicly available flawed code. Now GitHub से कोड आया है, हमने अपनी एप्लीकेशन में डाल दिया है, उस कोड से कितनी बनी vulnerability मैंने सिस्टम को दी है ये हमें नहीं पता, but this is where the technical flaw is. The model couldn't differentiate between secure and insecure practices in the training data, which means developer unintentionally introduce vulnerability into their software, but wo unintentional can lead to lot of damage on, let's say, money, your image in the society, the way you showcase yourself, because वो vulnerability के बारे में आपको पता ही नहीं है, and आपने तो GitHub से लिया, आपको लगता है कि verified है, but the answer is no. Highlighted the risk of over reliance on AI for critical tasks without human oversight. Again, सभी लोग जहां भी मैं जाता हूं सवाल, will AI take away my job? The answer is no. There's a lot more job which will generate like this, where you would have to make sure the information is verified. It is always going through human oversight. Otherwise, a small vulnerability can lead to very big issues. And this is what we have seen with technology. So training data set must be carefully curated, and AI generated code should be accompanied by security audit. अगर security audit नहीं हो रहा है, then there is a problem. चिड़िया उड़ जाती है तो फिर हम कुछ भी करें कोई फायदा नहीं है. So again, what happened in AI art theft, right? So बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है with art and the copyright content which is created. AI art model like Stable Diffusion were trained on dataset containing copyrighted artwork, often without the artist context. मैं किसी से नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ, create कर रहा हूँ अपनी art. This led to ethical and legal disputes. अभी disputes हैं AI generated art versus the IP or the owner of which is the artist. So legal concern क्या थे? Many datasets were scrapped from the web without distinguishing public domain and copyrighted works. And AI generated output often closely mimic original style, making it difficult. Now there is fine. So अगर आप AI generated image कुछ create करते हो and if it depicts the original image, digital law के अंदर आपके ऊपर fine हो सकता है. So in US I know there is hefty fines ranging between $10,000 to $50,000 based on the copyright issues. So अगर आप कुछ AI generated post करते हो, just be a little aware of all of it, right? कि आप जो post कर रहे हो, it is your creation using AI and not someone else's creation. So artists reported financial and reputational harm as always, right? And this part is also, there was a lot of debate कि यार intellectual property law कहाँ जाएंगे in the age of AI. So our takeaway again is regulations are needed to define the guardrails or boundaries, as we say, to use fair use of training set. And content-based data sourcing can be built with the creators, right? So ये बहुत ज़रूरी है हमारे लिए as we go forward. So we touched on this word hallucinations. So hallucination is basically आपको ऐसा कुछ दिखाया जाए जो बहुत सच्चाई के करीब हो, but वो सच ना हो. So what happened with ChatGPT hallucination is a lawyer in the New York used ChatGPT for legal research, resulting in the submission of a legal brief citing non-existent court cases fabricated by the model. So lawyer क्या कर सकता है? Again, you are just trying to play around with ChatGPT. So क्या हुआ? ChatGPT की hallucination, what is hallucination again? Looks like real, but it's trying to fake. Problem stems into tendency to generate plausible but incorrect fictional information, right? So lawyer faced disciplinary action हुआ उसके against and highlighted the unreliability of generative AI in high stake profession. यहाँ पे lawyer ने fake किया था ChatGPT को, that is where the consequence was on the lawyer. But AI should be treated as a supplement. Hello, I see some noise, background noise. कोई question, कोई सवाल? Or is it general background noise? So then I'll continue.
I think it's general noise.
Okay, so AI should be treated as a supplemental tool, not as a sole information of truth. And developers should always keep on improving so that they can minimize the hallucination problem where you are trying to create a fictional content or incorrect content which comes as part of ChatGPT. Okay. एडवर्टीजमेंट्स, बहुत एडवर्टीजमेंट्स यूज हो रहे हैं आज के समय पे जो AI जनरेटेड हैं. मैकडॉनल्ड्स का एक ऐड था. All of this you can search publicly, right? Created a generative AI accidentally featured a distorted image of Ronald McDonald in unsettling imagery leading to public backlash. Right? So insufficient review of AI before deployment, again, human is needed for that, right? And over reliance था यहाँ पे AI पे to create this process without human intervention. हुआ क्या कि it damaged their brand and consumer trust because आप distorted image के साथ एक brand campaign कर रहे हो, and it's also sparked a conversation about risk of automating creative decisions. हम चाहते सब कुछ ऑटोमेट हो जाए, निर्वाणा स्टेज है, हम सिर्फ बैठे रहे, चीजें हो रही हैं, राइट? बट वो निर्वाणा स्टेज आना इज ऑल्सो ट्रबलसम बिकॉज जितना आप क्रिएटिव डिसीजंस को, जितना आप लीगल डिसीजंस को, जितना आप कॉपीराइट डिसीजन को, डेटा सिक्योरिटी को, डेटा प्रोटेक्शन को ऑटोमेट करने की कोशिश करोगे कि सब कुछ हो जाए, उतना ही ज्यादा आप रिस्क में जा रहे हो. सो दैट इज वेयर we as humans should make sure that we are using the technology the way it should be used. So human oversight is again crucial in creating creative field. हमने पहले भी ये देखा था, human oversight, and that is where humans should look at all of this. And AI output should be reviewed for quality and alignment with brand guidelines. McDonald's being a very big brand, your brand image is at stake if something like this happens. Predictive test leading to harm. So क्या हुआ इसमें? Predictive text features in some email services suggest, हम जब email टाइप करते हैं तो आता है ना, आधा लिखा और आधा अपने आप वो फिल करने की कोशिश करता है, या गूगल पे हम कुछ सर्च करते हैं तो अपने आप फिल करने की कोशिश करता है. बट यार उसको एक बार चेक कर लो कि वो क्या फिल करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. सो insensitive responses to mental health inquiries such as you should try it in response to mention of suicidal thoughts. ये predictive test है, right? Someone talking about suicidal thoughts in a mental health system या counseling, and Gen AI telling you should try it. So sounds very funny, but it is very serious because you're talking to a person who is under trauma and asking for help, and then the predictive thoughts या the predictive test जो आता है ना, जो आप एक word लिखते हो 3 word अपने आप generate हो जाते हैं. They suggest that you should try it, right? So model lack contextual understanding, right? Sensitive topics hai, it should be handled with utmost care, and that's where the humans are really, really important. इससे क्या हुआ कि increased distress हो गया for users seeking help. मतलब should I even seek help if the help given to me is in this form? It also raised ethical concerns around AI handling sensitive and high risk interaction, right? Please don't use Gen AI for that, I would say, right? Because that is always human to human, and no one can beat the emotional quotient, the natural intelligence which human has. So generative AI in the sensitive domain must be carefully constrained, and integrating ethical guardrails and psychological expertise during the model development is really, really, really important. Otherwise, it can lead to a lot of issues which no one wants to get into, right? Any thoughts till here? Any suggestions? I would probably give 1 minute to the participant. Is it useful? Are you able to relate to some of the ethical considerations, and anything you would like to share? Knowing me, I will keep it interactive. So कोई option नहीं है, कुछ तो बोलना ही पड़ेगा आप लोग. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Aarti ma'am is basically written in
Professors,
chat
am I
box.
audible? Teachers, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can you repeat if I am audible, just to be sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. Any thoughts? Are we going in the right direction? आपको कुछ समझ आया इन सब examples से? Anything you would like to probably relate to? कोई और example आपके दिमाग में आया हो while I was taking you through all this? Because इतने examples के बाद आपको भी लगेगा अरे यार हाँ मैंने भी तो ये देखा है, right? So I have seen this. मैंने ये use case देखा है जहाँ पे this went wrong, that went wrong. कुछ बताएंगे आप लोग? And I see a lot of people have joined, right? So आपसे मैं सीखता हूँ, राइट? सो अगर आप मुझे कुछ बताएंगे तो आई थिंक आई वुड बी एबल टू लर्न बेटर, राइट? इट इज नॉट वन वे कम्युनिकेशन. सो प्लीज, अगर आपके दिमाग में कुछ है तो प्लीज tell if you have seen something around generative AI and ethical considerations of generative AI. I gave a lot of example, different industries, different thought process, but अगर आपसे भी मैं कुछ सुनूंगा तो would be good for me.
Sir, one consideration from my side,
Yes.
like during the today we can see there are a lot of job placement. When a person is giving an interview, they are using a Gen AI,
जी.
and they just take interview, or they just get the answer to the chat GPT. So how we can prevent that?
Okay, so I think very valid question, and this is where deep fake would come into picture. And हमने प्राइम मिनिस्टर को देख लिया कि उनका भी चेहरा फज हो सकता है, तो स्टूडेंट्स तो बहुत सारी टेक्निक्स यूज कर ही सकते हैं, राइट? सो आई थिंक दैट इज वेयर यू शुड आस्क क्वेश्चंस which cannot be scripted, right? So probably when you ask about written assignments, the answer is yes. They can always go into projects and look at written assignment and try to search some of the generative AI. But then abhi technology mein there are tools available which can check for plagiarism even in a Gen AI generated content. सो एज अ प्रोफेसर आप लोग जब पीएचडी के लिए जाते हो तो रिसर्च करते हो, प्रोजेक्ट्स करते हो, बट प्लेजरिज्म इज नॉट अलाउड. सिमिलरली जेन एआई जनरेटेड कंटेंट पे भी प्लेजरिज्म को फाइंड करने के लिए टेक्नोलॉजी है. सो दिस इज वेयर टेक्नोलॉजी इज सपोर्टिंग यू. बट देन when you go on a video call and probably talk about job interviews on a video call, then you don't even know कि वो जो person वहाँ पे बैठा है वो सही है, गलत है, and what not, right? So this is where I think in-person interaction, making sure that you do a face-to-face interaction with the emotional quotient coming in, I think nothing can beat it. So initial round के लिए आप Gen AI use कर सकते हो, you can fake the system, but final rounds के लिए I think you cannot, because there are a lot of tools which are in place which can always change it. I hope it is in line with your question, sir.
Yes, sir. Yesterday I saw Amitabh Bachchan video.
जी.
Basically deep fake
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल. अरे आप क्या सच है और क्या मिथ्या है कुछ नहीं पता, राइट? सो सब मोह माया है. इन द एंड, in the technology world, you have to be very, very vigilant, right? So, Dr. Aarti, thank you for bringing it. Student came with a research paper written by ChatGPT. All references were wrong. Thank you, ma'am. आपने मेरा Saturday बना दिया, because this is what I tell, right? A lot of time लोग टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करते हैं, बट टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करके हमसे स्मार्ट कैसे हो जाएंगे यार? ह्यूमन से स्मार्ट हो जाएंगे तो देन तो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, राइट? सो पहला तो टूल है. देयर आर टूल्स इन प्रोसेस व्हिच कैन ऑलवेज लुक एट what content is Gen AI, and you can also find plagiarism and fake references and so on. And then उसके बाद test that person on a in-person or an offline ground, right? Because जब भी आप किसी को offline ground पर टेस्ट करते हो, I think technology goes for a toss. आप इतना जल्दी उसको यूज नहीं कर पाते हो. And second is using the emotional quotient, natural intelligence, come up with questions जहाँ पे आपको पता हो कि चीजें कुछ गलत जा रही हैं, right? And those questions will basically can be modulated by you, right? So आप लोग चैट जीपीटी या कुछ यूज करते हो? एनीवन यूजेस चैट जीपीटी? आप मतलब विद इन योर ग्रुप, यस, नो, कभी यूज किया है?
Yes, sir.
ओके, एनीवन एल्स?
सर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम कभी कोई भी क्वेश्चन होता है जो हम जिसमें हम प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, तो हम डेफिनेटली सी बात है कि सर जीपीटी का उपयोग करके उसका आंसर निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं.
अच्छा, तो चैट जीपीटी में एक मिनी वर्जन भी अभी आ गया है, राइट? चैट जीपीटी मिनी, जो थोड़ा फास्ट है या व्हाटएवर, राइट? सो एक छोटी सी एक्सरसाइज करना चाहूंगा आपके साथ. कैन यू टाइप जो मैंने यहाँ पे टाइप किया है, इन वट एवर मॉडल चैट जीपीटी यू आर यूजिंग, हाउ मेनी आर डू वी हैव इन, एक मैंने सेंटेंस टाइप किया है. प्लीज अपने मॉडल में इसको डालिए, चैट जीपीटी मिनी हो, वट एवर, राइट? एंड मुझे बताइए कि क्या आंसर आता है. मुझे आंसर पता है, बट मुझे ये भी देखना है कि सिस्टम कैसे काम कर रहा है. सो कैन यू प्लीज पिंग मी द आंसर. सिंपल chatgpt.com खोल लीजिए, वो मिनी खोलेगा, बिना लॉगिन करे भी खुल जाता है वो. या आप ChatGPT पूरा वर्जन खोल सकते हो, लॉगिन कर लेगा. बट chatgpt.com में आपको ये डालना है, क्वेश्चन सिर्फ ये डालना है, राइट? द हाउ मेनी आर डू वी हैव इन स्ट्रॉबेरी. आई नो आशीष जी ने हाँ ठीक है, वेरी नाइस. इज दिस इन द chat GPT system? Okay. Okay, so as long as you are able to see 3, it is okay. But if you look at the older ChatGPT system, you have ChatGPT pointing it to 2 hours. Okay. Now ये learning process है, right? So the learning process is when you talk to ChatGPT system, it basically says straw में एक है, berry में एक है. तो आशीष जी ने लिखा ना, third R is also in the berry. वो ChatGPT system को नहीं पता था, which is the earlier version. So whenever you put how many hours do you have in a strawberry, it would always say 2 hours. ठीक है. So अब क्या आप एक सिस्टम पे रिलाई कर सकते हो? The answer is yes and no, because you might have to train the system. If you have to tell it कि नहीं, it has 3 hours, because in the end you don't have to consider berry as 1 hour, but it has 2 hours. All of this is a part of training models. Hence, I always say that when we ask such questions to the system, this was one example where we worked with the system to get it corrected. But there are lot many examples जहाँ पे अभी भी information is not correct, and you don't even know how to change it and correct it, right? So strawberry एक example है जहाँ पे वो berry में एक लेता था, right? But we'll have to refine our query. बिल्कुल सही डॉक्टर वंदना मैम. इनपुट इज इक्वल टू आउटपुट. जितना रिफाइंड आपका इनपुट होगा उतना ही रिफाइंड आंसर मिलेगा आपको. अदरवाइज यू माइट हैव टू प्रोबेबली मेक श्योर कि जो आप क्वेरी कर रहे हो वो बिल्कुल पॉइंटेड क्वेरी हो. इट इज नॉट एन ओपन एंडेड क्वेरी, इट इज अ क्लोज एंडेड क्वेरी. सो दैट वेज योर चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग closer is really important, right? So moving on. So thank you for the interaction, right? So risk, thank you for the thoughts as well, right? Because as I said, I learned from you. I learn from your thought processes, and in general, we also want to make sure that कुछ part of this session is still in your mind whenever you think about Anay Pathak again. Talking about brand. So connect me on LinkedIn, and you can ask more queries if needed, right? So these are the risk in generative AI. Summary what we discussed. Moving towards that point is misinformation हो जाता है, deepfakes, automated disinformation campaigns हो जाता है, bias and discrimination. I think someone talked about bias. Very important. We have to reduce bias because that is one of the most critical element, and GenAI often confuses with it. Intellectual property violation हो जाता है, property privacy का breach, and then environmental impact. Very good point. Okay. कोई बताएगा मुझे environmental impact के बारे में? GenAI और environment कैसे related है? Quick thoughts. How is GenAI related to environmental thing? Okay, let me call it out. So नीचे की लाइन आपको दिख रही है ना, हाई कंप्यूटेशनल कॉस्ट एंड कार्बन फुटप्रिंट. GenAI के लिए नॉर्मल सर्वर्स नहीं होते हैं, यू नीड हाई कंप्यूट, राइट? मोर GPUs, मोर कंप्यूट, हाईली पावर्ड. इस पूरे प्रोसेस में जब आप हाईली पावर्ड कंप्यूट और ये सब करते हो, इट नीड्स मोर पावर, स्पेस, पावर एंड कूलिंग, एंड इट कैन रिड्यूस, इट कैन क्रिएट अ लॉट ऑफ कार्बन फुटप्रिंट, बिकॉज बहुत सारा कंटेंट जो टेक्नोलॉजी में हम यूज कर रहे हैं ये, it also probably generate a lot of carbon footprint because आप GPUs and processing power के साथ cooling करोगे, cooling के लिए आप water use करोगे, air cooled करोगे. Okay, example, interesting fact, the amount of water used to cool the ChatGPT systems. ChatGPT के जो systems हैं दुनिया में, the amount of water which is required to cool them down, because of high intensive compute, there's a lot of heat which is generated. That water is equivalent to 1 year consumption of water in country of Ireland. So आयरलैंड कंट्री में साल भर में लोग जितना पानी यूज करते हैं, 1 महीने में चैट जीपीटी सर्वर को कूल करने के लिए उतना पानी हम वेस्ट करते हैं. सो अगेन जेन एआई बहुत अच्छी चीज है, बट जब हवा पानी ही नहीं रहेगा, then what will we do? So whenever you use Gen AI, talk about sustainability and look at sustainable models, which is not hampering the environment. Technology is fine, but we need something in the environment as well, always, right? So we'll not talk more about it, but I can talk a lot on that. Data governance is important because आपको ये देखना पड़ता है कि diverse, unbiased data available है. Algorithm से हम बहुत कुछ use करते हैं, but then open source is always not good. There should be a peer review method. User control should be there. You should not give all control. Ethical design, you have to create a design which is in consideration during the development model. And then there are a lot of regulations also which are coming up, right? You would have heard Data Protection Act in Europe. There is Data Protection Act also being introduced in India. We talk about all of this GDPR, AI Act. We talk about in another standard, ISO and national AI strategies being created. Communities or a group is created to ensure that we are able to find out the legal challenges, the ethical challenges when it comes to Gen AI. And then there's a lot of cross-border compliance and innovation and regulation. So that's where we are moving, right? And stakeholder responsibilities. You also have to make sure जब आप टेक्नोलॉजी पे कुछ कर रहे हो, then there are stakeholder responsibility. Developer and engineer के बीच में implement ethical design principles is key. Organizations के साथ, you have to conduct impact assessment to establish AI ethics committees. You should have an AI ethics committee. You should have a AI officer looking into all of it. Lawyers and policy makers के बीच में, you should advocate for AI laws and regulations. And society, you should promote the awareness and the accountability as we move forward, right? So I think we discussed a lot of case studies where AI is used to generate the content. But then deep fake is a bigger problem, as we always say. And this is where I think we should collaborate with technology in terms of interdisciplinary effort, right? Technology, ethicist, and legal experts should work together. Silo में काम करने से किसी का कुछ भी नहीं होगा, because then everyone will be challenging the other part of it. You have a public-private partnership where government and companies can shape responsible AI practices, because that's where the companies are working closer to the government, and then global cooperation, right? So we have to make sure that whatever is working here might not work in the other country. So how we can make it much more unique and much more transparent, right? So अगर हम future outlook की तरफ देखते हैं, so we look at trends which will continue to grow, right? The trends would never stop. But then there's a lot of opportunities, productivity, and creative responsibility, which we have to look at. And then challenges is ethical dilemmas in uncharted. Uncharted मतलब जो हमने explore ही नहीं किया, वहां पे हम उसको कैसे solve करें, right? So there is everywhere something for everyone, where developer को ethical consideration डालनी है design में, policy maker को adaptive legal frameworks बनाने हैं. For business, you have to commit to the transparency and accountability, and society के लिए you have to be, सबसे जरूरी है, stay informed and demand always for ethical use of AI, right? So when we look at some of the business strategies of Gen AI, ये सारी चीजें जब हम Gen AI शुरू करते हैं तो हमें चाहिए होती है. Opportunity identify करनी है, talent identify करना है, talent identify करना है, data कैसे protect होगा, manage होगा, secure होगा, technology identify करनी है, and risk identify करना है. So you use Gen AI for your college, you use Gen AI for your university, you use Gen AI for healthcare, life sciences, hospital. ये common strategy है जो आपको चाहिए जब आप Gen AI शुरू करते हो. But then it also comes with a lot of governance, which is ethical guidelines, data manage करने की जो policies होंगी, regulatory compliance, how will you manage the risk, transparency, and the opportunities lead to this governance. So you have to follow this governance to the core. don't give any rebate, or don't maybe take it lightly, because all of this is really important when it comes to policies and governance. And then we summarize the ethical issues, and we also now try to list them down in a different way, point by point. Is harmful content distribution. This can happen with GenAI. Copyright and legal exposure happening a lot. Data privacy violations, sensitive information disclosed, bias amplification, workforce displacement, data provenance, explainability, and interpretability. All of this are the ethical issues which can happen. And we have seen it in examples, we have seen it in various forms and shape, right? इस पूरे क्लास में हमने शायद इसको हर तरह से एक्सप्लोर करने की कोशिश की है, and आपने भी बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स दिए, right? So I think ethical consideration is you need to develop the frameworks which are ethical. You need to have industry standards in place for sure, right? कोई उसमें doubt नहीं है. Clear disclaimers होने चाहिए. Whenever you create something, if you have disclaimers and limitation, call it out. Promote critical thinking. You always have to be a critique for a GenAI. Transparency in data sources. मैंने पहले भी बोला था. You have to be transparent where the data is coming on. Terms and use disclaimers. Use disclaimers, right? And attribution and source identification, right? So you still have to look at where the source is. And last but not the least, copyright laws ko also you have to consider all the time when you look at all these AI consideration, right? So एक बार हम बहुत सारा bias की बात कर रहे थे. Example लेता हूँ मैं bias की. So bias can be based on a lot of things. Data bias हो सकता है, जहाँ पे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के पास जो डेटा है उससे आप बायस हो जाते हो. कन्फर्मेशनल बायस हो सकता है, जहाँ पे रेगुलर ऑडिट जो एआई मॉडल करता है, दैट क्रिएट्स अ बायस. लिंग्विस्टिक बायस हो सकता है, कंसिडरिंग मल्टीलिंगुअल डेटा लैंग्वेज जो मॉडल जो होते हैं, या सिस्टमैटिक बायस हो सकता है, which is mere organization should critically examine the process and norms to identify and rectify such bias, right? So what is this bias, right? So bias is, एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं लिंग्विस्टिक बायस की बात करूं तो जेन एआई मॉडल कैन बी बायस टुवर्ड्स language, and if I talk in Hindi with the GenAI system, the chances of it favoring the English speaker is more than Hindi speaker, क्योंकि उसकी ट्रेनिंग इंग्लिश में बहुत ज्यादा हुई है और हिंदी में उतनी ज्यादा नहीं हुई है. Again, data bias, it always can differentiate between skin color, white, gray, brown, black, whatever, right? And it can always be biased toward a skin color. It can be biased toward a language. GenAI system tend to do it a lot. And this is where we have to make sure that it should not lead to an unfair and discriminatory results, right? So example, I think किसी company ने US में एक chatbot को और GenAI robot को responsibility दी, you have to hire people. And in the process of hiring, it went through multiple resumes, it took multiple interviews. 10 people it selected for second round, 10 out of 10 were from US origin. So international origin को उसने consider ही नहीं किया, because वो biased था कहीं पे कहीं. And that system was biased. It just made sure that in that bias, the selection criteria was it should have a US origin or US citizenship and so on. That has to be removed, because that can create a lot of issues and not the right selection process which we all are looking at. So I think this is where I would try to summarize the class. I think we talked about it a lot, but identify the clear use cases which you want to achieve from GenAI, right? वो बहुत important है, because आप करना क्या चाह रहे हो. And then invest in the talent and infrastructure, because उसके बिना आप I think clarity के साथ GenAI को implement नहीं कर पाओगे. And third point is where the entire class was to prioritize security and privacy, because protecting user data is your top priority. So robust security measure, data regulation will be key. And be transparent, be open about the use of GenAI. Users को right होना चाहिए, and they should be able to know the traces of data where it is coming from. But don't ignore ethical consideration. Please, please, and please look at ethical consideration, look at data bias, look at the legal issues, look at copyright when you develop a model. Don't overlook the importance of data quality. Someone said, जिस तरह का हम input देते हैं वैसा हमें output मिलता है. So the output of generative AI is only as good as data it is trained on. Please prioritize data quality and diversify the data, avoid use cases like that political system we talked about, or the brand image we talked about, that could potentially harm your company reputation. जो chat robot था, airline का chatbot था, please have human interaction or human verification as part of it. And don't set and forget, because generative AI models requires ongoing monitoring, right? So in general, you will have to make sure that generative AI requires that attitude of looking at technology at all the time. So regularly update your model, stay informed, stay what is coming in the technology industry so that we can make it much more secure. And if we follow these do and don'ts, I think we are at par with any other GenAI model which is created when it comes to the ethical considerations and creating the guidelines, right? So nothing related to the the class, but I think your mindset, curiosity, your brand, leadership, one team, work as a team when you work on GenAI, your talent and your messaging to the customer matters. And as I said, right, sustainability, jo part tha na, giving back to the nature, giving back to the society, and we are not taking it, but we are making it much more sustainable. So you must be the change you should see in the world, is always I say, because अगर आप वो change नहीं है और आप expect करो कि ये हो जाएगा, is a wrong approach. I think you should always look at it in a way that you should be able to change it. So have fun. I think enjoy what we get from technology, and this complement which goes on between human progress and technology is really awesome. I think really a good time for someone evolving from a CD to tape drive to Walkman to data, how it is managed, to Gen AI age, where I can tell Spotify to play a song of Kishore Kumar, which was played by the users globally, and it will find the top played song of Kishore Kumar and start playing it. I think my daughter or my kids are used to playing everything on Alexa. उनको पता भी नहीं है कि एक लिस्ट बनानी पड़ती थी, प्लेलिस्ट बनानी पड़ती थी songs के लिए. Alexa can play whatever they want to hear now, right? So things are changing. Have fun and have a good time. I hope it was useful. If there are no further thoughts, questions, अच्छा था, बुरा था, मजा आया, नहीं मजा आया?
Participants, if you have any question, you may ask.
So yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
one question from the Ashish Kumar's side,
you.
I think so.
Are the,
Yeah.
क्या question था? Are there कहाँ गया वो
Are
chat?
there eco-friendly alternatives for training large AI models,
हाँ जी,
as
बिल्कुल है.
Gen models can produce
बिल्कुल है.
several
So
tons
there are
of CO2?
eco-friendly initiatives because आप GPU या जो processing use कर रहे हो, उस processing power को थोड़ा कम करके try to train the model so that it can give you real-time results or better results. Now, अगर higher compute वाला आपको 100% accurate result देता है, lower carbon footprint वाला आपको 99.5% accurate result देता है, then 99.5 is much better than 100, considering the carbon footprint reduction which you are able to achieve, right? So chat GPT का मैंने आपको example दिया कि वो बिल्कुल sustainable नहीं है मेरे हिसाब से. That is, again, whatever I talk in this session is Anay Pathak's view, right? मेरे personal views. But क्या हम उस technology को थोड़ा sustainable बना सकते हैं so that we are able to do our task जो हम करना चाहते हैं, but also in a more sustainable way, which means giving back to the nature and reducing the carbon emission is what we look at. Ashish ji, I hope it answers your question.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, in fact.
Good afternoon, Dr. Anju.
I just want to ask one question that since generative AI is, is very, very much popular today, and we are using it for many, tasks. I mean, how we are going to, find out whatever content it has generated. Is there a way that we can, put some performance measure on that, okay, this content generated by this model will be that much correct?
So दो चीजें हैं डॉक्टर अंजू. एक तो है कि आपको still there are tools and technology available which can find plagiarism, which can find the content authenticity, right? Look at verified content only. When you look at someone's content, look at it from where it is coming from. As we said, ICICI की साइड में आप गलत जगह OTP डाल देते हो। WhatsApp पे कोई आपको कॉल करता है, आपको बोलता है कि मुझे 5,000 रुपए चाहिए। आप बोलते हो ओके 5,000 रुपए चाहिए, बट क्यों चाहिए? बट वो बोलता है बहुत जरूरी है, आई हैव टू पे समवन। आप बोलते हो वीडियो कॉल कर सकते हो, वीडियो कॉल करता है। वीडियो कॉल में आपको आपका फ्रेंड ही दिखता है, बिकॉज डीप फेक चल रहा है। डीप फेक चल रहा है तो फ्रेंड का चेहरा है। आप बोलते हो ओके ठीक है, आई एम ट्रांसफरिंग यू 5,000 रुपीज, आप मुझे वापस कर देना। जनरली फिर उस फ्रेंड का फोन आता है, नॉर्मल कॉल पे, आईपी कॉल पे। वो बोलता है कि कैसे हो आप डॉक्टर अंजू? आप बोलते हो वो 5,000 रुपए आपको याद है? बोले कौन से 5,000 रुपए, आपने तो हमें कोई पैसा दिया ही नहीं है। डिड यू वैलिडेट calling via normal call saying that your friend need 5,000 rupees? The answer is no. So WhatsApp, IP, internet can create a lot of deepfake and can misguide you. आपने एक डिजिटल पर्सन को 5,000 रुपए ट्रांसफर किए, नॉट टू योर फ्रेंड। बट अगर
Right.
आईपी नेटवर्क पे आप फोन करके एक बार पूछ लेते कि आपको 5,000 रुपए चाहिए, बताइए कहाँ पे देना है, देन योर फ्रेंड वुड हैव सेड मैंने तो तुम्हें कॉल ही नहीं किया व्हाट्सएप पे कभी, हु आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट? आई होप दिस एग्जांपल मेक्स सेंस टू यू। इस तरह से वेरिफिकेशन
Yes. Yes. So, and one more thing I want to add here that, for example, like you have taken up the example of plagiarism, checkers. So there is one, portion where we are getting the AI flag for that. So can we say 100% whatever, flag figure it is showing to us, that is 100%, correct for that document?
मैम 100% तो नहीं कह सकते किसी भी चीज में, राइट? ह्यूमन इनसाइट, ओवरसाइट एंड एक्सपीरियंस ऑलवेज काउंट्स। बट हाँ,
Right.
टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करके आप एटलीस्ट एक गार्ड रेल से प्राइमरी रिजल्ट्स निकाल सकते हो। बट देन विद योर इनसाइट एंड द वे यू हैव सीन द कंटेंट, यू वुड प्रोबेबली नो कि नहीं इसमें ये चीज मुझे और देखनी चाहिए। दैट ओनली कम्स विद ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस, कैन नॉट बी फेड इनटू द सिस्टम।
All right. Thank you very much.
आई होप द सेशन वाज यूजफुल।
Yes, sir,
Yeah, it is
बिल्कुल।
very good.
It's very useful, sir. Dr. Anju, you have any
Yes,
another
Shivani ma'am.
question? Any other question
No,
you
thank
have?
you very
Okay, okay. So thank you, Anna, sir, for the very wonderful session. I think all the participants enjoyed the session.
आई होप सो। मैंने सैटरडे
I
आफ्टरनून खराब नहीं की होगी किसी की।
enjoyed the session, yeah.
But yeah, I hope कि
Anyone have
useful।
any query? Yeah, this is very useful session, sir. No one have any queries, sir. So thank you, Anna, sir, for this session.
Thank you, ji. I
Hello.
think yeah, just feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll just drop my LinkedIn ID or you might see it somewhere. आपको कुछ और सवाल हो, and as I said, right, I always learn from you as well. जितना आप हमसे सीखते हो, मैं आपसे भी सीखता हूँ। So कुछ और आप देखो education system में which can be a good thought, which can be implemented. Please keep me honest, because with your learnings, I think we will be able to look at it from a technology perspective. Again, जो guard rails हैं, जो policy making है, I think India is now looking at ethical use of AI. We are also looking at defining the guardrails as any other country. Some of the European nations have already done it. So I think look out for some of this as we progress. But while I was talking, I was able to just open my LinkedIn, which I will put it on the chat. Again, stay connected.
Yes, sir. You
And
just put the yeah. You just put the message in the chat. Yeah.
Okay,
It
sir, we
will
got
see.
it. We got it, sir.
thank you. Looking forward to meet in person sometime. But
Yeah,
till
sure,
then,
sir, sure. I'll plan it.
Yeah,
I
sure,
plan it,
sir.
definitely.
have a wonderful
We
time.
will, we will meet soon, sir.
Done. ठीक है जी. Have a good rest of your weekend. And yeah, enjoy the learning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, participants. So we have to join the next session within 10 minutes. So next speaker, we have to join with the next 10 minutes, 1:30. So it's a 10 minutes break. So we meet at 1:28 around. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Anna,
you.
sir.
Thank you, Anu, sir.
Good afternoon, all. I am audible to all of you. Yes,
ma'am.
yeah. So our speaker, Dr. Umesh Gupta, joined with us. Dr. Umesh, I'm audible to you. Are you here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we start our session within 2 or 3 minutes. Wait for 3 participants, then we start the session, sir. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay.